Miss Nugent. The only thing you haven't tried is picking me up by my ankles and running my mouth over the carpet to suck up the bits.
Not a very practical suggestion.
You've certainly shown us the error of our ways. Right, Brother Richard?
Right.
We was downright lazy, shiftless and bone idle until you set us the shining example. Hallelujah. Say hallelujah, brother.
Hallelujah.
It was in your best interests.
We've lived like kings.
Very gratifying. Well, I'll take my case back to the Rovers, get a morning's rest, and come and do your lunch before Audrey arrives.
Oh. Hey, kings don't wash pots.
They might have in backward countries.
You know, it's been all right for you, really, isn't it, eh? Being excused heavy duties.
Give over, it were worse for me. You know, I've lain awake at nights upset because I couldn't help you with the household chores, inwardly sobbing.
Aye, and outwardly snoring.
Aye.
Still, be all right when Audrey gets back.
Hey, easy, mate. Just keep reminding Nugent how well Nugent's looked after us. Make her jealous. Never fails with women.
I'll see you both at lunchtime.
All right.
Oh, Miss Nugent, Dickie's got something for you.
In appreciation for all you've done for us.
Oh, really? Thank you. You shouldn't.
There's hazelnuts and almonds and soft caramel centres. The nuts are the nicest.
I take it you've eaten some.
Well, they might have been poisoned. It was in your best interests.
Guess who?
Twiggy!
Oh, you're just trying to make me jealous.
Of course, what else?
You're taking me out tonight.
I take you out every night.
Somewhere special.
Somewhere special it is.
Promise?
The Yacht Club, Bermuda, the Oasis, Las Vegas, or Jackson's Chippy, you name it.
Home.
Home?
My home. To meet me mum and dad.
Not tonight, not tonight, eh, love. My best suit hasn't come back from the cleaners.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, you don't know me dad. He wouldn't toff up even if the Queen was coming.
I think I better wait for it, though, to come back.
Good job I'd not said the Yacht Club, isn't it? Perhaps I'll see you.
All right, darling.
Will you?
I said all right.
Oh, no, not
I'll
if you
come
don't.
and meet your mother and father.
Oh, he likes a drink, you know. Well, they both do.
Dippy, Nick, I've just remembered something. The 2 tickets.
What
The
tickets?
2 tickets for the big match tonight. You know, it's the big one, the important one. The first cup. You know, Europe.
Oh, Len.
You enjoyed it last time we went.
Yeah, but, well, it's cold.
Oh, with me, with my arm round you. And a few bevies afterwards to celebrate.
Oh, all right. We'll go home some other time then, eh?
Yeah. Hey. How old is your dad?
Oh, he's dead ancient. 48.
Thank the Lord for that. For 1 minute, I thought he might be younger than me.
Hello, love. Glad to see you back.
I'm glad to be back, Mr. Walker. In a way,
In a way.
it was a nice change looking after those 2 lads.
Oh, like Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs.
Yes, something like that. I'm tired, though. It's been a full-time job getting them to keep the place tidy.
Never mind, lass. You can take things easier now.
Yes, in fact, I'm taking the day off.
Miss Nugent, welcome back.
Thank you.
Did I hear you say you were taking the day off?
Well, yes.
Only I would be most grateful. Now, I wouldn't ask you, but Mrs. Turpin has gone off somewhere for the day, Mrs. Ogden hasn't turned in, and the place is such a tip. Could you possibly assist with the bottles and the glasses?
Hallelujah.
What, dear?
Nothing. It's just nice to know you're wanted.
Morning, Mr. Beckett, thank you. Good morning. Alan Howard's. Oh, hello, Mrs. Fernley. Oh, no. No, we're booked right through. Until 7. 7 o'clock? Could you? Oh, that'd be fine. Right, I'll see you at 7 then, Mrs. Fernley. Right? Thank you very much.
How's everything?
Oh, fine. We're booked right through until 7. That
Good.
means overtime for Val.
Well, I hope Mr. Barlow doesn't object.
Well, if he does, he'll soon let you know, won't he?
Well, that's what I'm afraid of.
Well, I couldn't help it, could I? Sheila Fernie sings at the Robin Hood and she likes her hair set the same night.
Does she sing well?
Well, some people like it.
What does she sing?
Well, how should I know? I've never been to the Robin Hood, have I?
Well, I was just thinking, perhaps in the interests of the hairdressing profession, we ought to call down there this evening. Just to see how one of our hairstyles shapes up under the hot lights. Purely research.
Overtime.
I'll think about it.
There's a lot of truth in what I say. Just you mark my words.
Well, I will. Bye-bye. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
What's all that about?
Psychic phenomenon. She believes in the astral plane.
Oh,
we haven't
lovely.
much money.
But we do see life.
Yeah, and the afterlife too, according to her. Myself, give me life as it's being led now.
Life? Could call it life, marrying Ray Langton.
Why?
Well, it's just that he's...
Go on, say it.
Well, it's-
say it.
look,
Say
if you let me get a word in, I would say...
Shut up then, both of you. Now listen, you little Jack Horner, before you go in there to sweep up them curly hairs, and you too, little Bo Peep, before you go back and put the stoppers on those shampoo bottles, I want you to listen to me, both of you. I have been out with quite a few fellas in my time.
Oh, tell us something new.
And I'll tell you this for a fact. Legs or no legs, Ray Langton may not be the best catch in the world, but he's certainly not the worst. Argument settled? Scatter.
What do you mean there's no flaming tickets?
Because there's no flaming game and it's an away match.
Well, there's gotta be, I've told Anita.
Well, unless you can persuade the European Fairs Cup Committee to make a last-minute change of fixture, and unless you can pay the fares of 10,000 spectators from Budapest, then you and her are going to be stood on your own in a dark, empty football ground sharing a bag of monkey nuts.
I mean, dead flipping lumber, that's what I mean.
Not unusual, that, is it, Len?
Oh, no, hello, Jack.
Hello, lad. Just thought I'd pop in and say congratulations.
Oh, thanks, Jack.
How are you feeling?
Well, pins and needles in me toes, like the vet said. Well, all I've got to do now is to wait for them to spread up to me ankles and me knees, and then I'll be signing up for the Royal Ballet.
Oh, well, it's nice to hear a bit of good news.
Mix me an arsenic cocktail, will you, Jack, when I get in?
Just a little dash of soda water in it. Right, Len.
You don't have to sign up for the Royal Ballet, you know.
Oh, you mean I can sign up with you?
The offer of the partnership's still open.
Well, I have given it a lot of serious thought, Len.
And?
Well, you don't want a no-good, lazy layabout.
You're turning it down.
The partner you need should be young, keen, active, energetic, reliable. So I've decided to accept.
Right?
Right.
Now, I can tell you something. I've got the offer of a very good contract coming up. University job.
I heard about it last week.
I heard about it yesterday. You what?
And now it's my turn to tell you something. You have got a central heating radiator to fix at Jennings and Roberts in Gregory Street this evening.
Jennings and Roberts, Gregory Street. Never heard of them.
They don't exist. But it'll prevent you from going to a football match that isn't taking place.
No, I'm very sorry I haven't.
You busy?
That's not the word, Mrs. Sharples. That doorbell's been ringing its head off all morning.
Well, it's what you want, isn't it? Trade?
Trade? Most of the customers have been old-age pensioners asking for things I haven't got. It's been uncanny. Tapers, a mousetrap, a gas mantle, 2 ounces of balm. The only real sale I've made this morning was a box of matches.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll double your profits because that's all I want.
Mrs. Sharples, if I give you a box of matches, will you put a light under the kettle and make a brew?
Do I take it you're offering me my job back?
Yes, I am, if you'll come back.
Cost of living's gone up, you know, lass.
5 shillings extra.
Nice of you to offer.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Walker. And what can I do for you?
Do? Well, nothing really.
Oh, then that's another customer easily satisfied.
Well, if you and I can't pop in on one another occasionally to pass the time of day and have a pleasant little chat, it's a very poor world.
It is indeed, Mrs. Walker. What shall we have a pleasant little chat about?
Well, I was wondering if you'd seen the happy couple recently. I don't mean Elsie and Alan, I mean the other pair.
Oh, no, I can't say I have, but I agree with your description. I'm sure they'll make a very happy couple.
Very much so, indeed. Do you know, I cannot remember when I saw Len Fairclough looking so contented.
Oh.
Well, of course, Mrs. Clegg. Oh, how silly of me. You thought I meant Sandra and Ray.
Cheese, Mrs. Walker.
Pardon?
We've some very good cheddar just come in.
Oh, well, I was just explaining to Mrs. Clegg, actually. I only popped in for a little chat.
Oh, aye. Well, when folk call in on your establishment for a little chat, it's money on counter. £half be enough?
And I just called in about the research.
You mean, am I going out with you tonight?
Excellently put. Are you?
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I've just come back for a handkerchief. I've got this coat coming on, you see. I'll get some onion lemons from Mrs. Clegg. Well, it helps to clear out the nasal and bronchial passages.
Does it really?
Yes. I won't be interrupting you anymore.
You're not interrupting anything, love.
No, I'll just go upstairs and get Hanky out of my drawer and come straight back downstairs.
You do, in that order. That's our Bernard going upstairs.
Well, are you?
Well, I don't see why not, do you?
Didn't you enjoy yourself last night?
Yes, I did, Alan. Very much. But I don't think I'd enjoy myself half as much if it got, serious.
Don't worry, I'll fight shy of that, too.
Well, no problem then, is there?
Neighbours.
Oh, if I worried about neighbours, I'd have been playing a harp by now. And besides, I'm not musically minded.
Hello, it's me again. Oh, I'm sorry to keep interrupting constantly, like. I've got my hanky. Well, I better be off back on my way to shop, haven't I? Eucalyptus oil in a bowl of boiling water with... if you put a cloth over it, that's a good way of them.
I thank Miss Nugent for what I've had. And any more, I'd be damn glad.
I'm afraid there isn't any more.
It was very nice.
Good. And what do we do now?
We?
Yes, Dickie, we. You heard Miss Nugent. We wash up the pots.
You mean I, don't you?
Oh, splitting hairs again, Dickie. What have I told you? Don't worry, Miss Nugent. We'll clear this lot up.
Promise?
I swear by Leeds United, Everton, Liverpool and Manchester City. You can't get much higher than that.
Oh, can't you? I wouldn't know. I'll just have to trust you.
What did you promise her for?
Promises keep women happy, mate. Relax.
Hello, Miss Nugent. Audrey! Everything all right? Fine, yes, fine. And you?
Oh, fighting fit. Let's just say my mother didn't exactly kill me with kindness. She just bored me to tears with it. Well, how would you like to go to bed every night at 10:30 with a glass of hot milk?
You need your strength to cope with Mr. Hope and Mr. Crosby in there. I've just given them lunch and they're washing up.
Oh,
You didn't mind?
oh no. No, it's just I'd brought in something special.
I am sorry.
Oh, it's all right. It'll keep.
We'll have a talk later. I've got an awful lot to tell you.
Miss Nugent, I know either you were joking or I didn't hear you properly, but you said washing up.
Yes, at this very moment.
Then, water, washing up liquid, dishcloth.
Well, it took a bit of breaking in.
Well, thank you, Miss Nugent. Thank you. I shall carry on the good work where you left off.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
But Miss Nugent used to wash the pots.
That's not what I heard.
Well, I'm not saying I didn't help her sometimes.
Well, you can help me.
But man is not a pot washer. Man is a hunter.
Who told you that? Last time we saw a mouse in here, it was me that had to block the hole up with putty.
Well, I mean, what do you expect me to do? Pounce on it?
You know, the little lady is perfectly right, Dickie. You ought to lend a hand.
And you.
Oh, well, I would love, but I can't reach the sink.
Look, I'm not asking you to dive in the bowl and come up with a spoon in your mouth, but there's nothing to stop you drying the dishes when Dickie passes them.
Well, I would love, but not now, you know, because I'm late for the yard as it is.
Flipping heck, is that the time?
Yeah, come and get this done.
I gotta get a move on myself or I'm gonna be late. You know what that
Bye-bye,
foreman will say if
yeah.
I'm late? He's always having a go at me.
Bye-bye.
Quick, come on, let's go. There you go. Oh, sorry, love, I forgot to say it. Welcome home.
It's just I don't like me private affairs being discussed in public.
It wasn't public, it were Auntie Elsie.
Just the same, me and Ray's business is our own and naught to do with anyone.
Hang on, it's a bit to do with me, with my mammy and us here, you know.
Excuse me, please. In there. Look, Bernard, I'm marrying him.
Why, out of pity?
Don't use that word again.
I'll use it again, out of pity.
Look, if I'd met him before the accident, it might have been out of pity, but I'm taking Ray for what he is now. Anyway, he's getting better every day.
Hopes.
Yeah, and good hopes.
You're gambling, Sandra.
If you like, same as them investors. Buy when the price is low.
And sell out when the price goes up, eh?
No, hang on for the dividends, and I don't mean financial
That's
ones.
all right in books, love.
Look, I've got my eyes wide open.
I may be, but you're looking in the wrong direction. Oh, you know, our kid, you can marry anybody you fancied.
I am doing. Ray Langton.
How's that little bairn you're keeping company with?
Oh, she can get out of her pram by herself now. She's even saying simple words.
She needs to. She's going out with a simple fella.
That's right, Mrs. Sharples. We do have lots of fun playing whip and top.
Whip and top, eh? Well, if I were you, I'd stick to it. Because when you're over 40, a kiss on a cold night can only lead to one thing. Chapped lips.
What the heck do you get her back for?
Well, I was going to ask her back, but she beat me to it by getting her old age pensioners mafia to rush me off my feet. I've not let on I know.
I'll come in when she's off duty next time. See you.
Len, do they chap? Your lips?
I keep a hip flask of antifreeze. I'll tell you what, though, Maggie. I wouldn't mind a night off now and again. Relax. Not having to talk. Nothing against Anita, of course.
No, of course not. But, if you fancy coming round to supper some night, just to, relax.
Ta, yes, ta. I might even take you up on that.
I wasn't listening. I just overheard. I'm not Elder Ogden, you know.
Well, perhaps Sandra's got the right idea.
What, getting married?
Being practical about it.
Oh, I don't know. You don't learn marriage out of arithmetic books, do you?
Perhaps you'd learn better about it than we did. Being all starry-eyed and up the street about it.
Oh, I don't know. Give me the ups and downs, the fun and games. That's part of life, isn't it?
Come on, Elsie. That's an excuse, and you know it. If you had your time to come over again, you wouldn't make the same mistakes.
No. I'd make even bigger ones.
Yes, well, we'll have to make sure that we don't, won't we?
Yes. We will, won't we?
I don't care if we get married in a church or a supermarket, as long as I know when. You have to make plans, you know.
Tomorrow.
Don't be daft.
I mean it, tomorrow morning. On one condition.
Go on, I'll buy it.
That I can stand on my own 2 feet.
Very funny.
Not funny at all, darling. Very serious. Until I can stand side by side with you in front of the bloke who marries us and carry you over the threshold.
What threshold?
Oh, there'll be a threshold, all right. Coming down the street just now, I could smell the money in the air. It's always a good omen.
I never know when you're joking.
Sandra, when I can stand as a man, I'll marry you as a man. It might be sooner than you think.
Oh, dead legs.
And if you don't stop calling me dead legs, I'll kick you over the threshold.
Audrey! Audrey! Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Is that to help us celebrate my partnership with Fairclough?
No, actually, it's wine for Audrey. Not real wine, you know, a tonic. Audrey!
You might need that yourself. I think she's left.
To whom it may concern. Well, why didn't you open it, it says to whom?
Because I never concern myself with matters between husband and wife.
Fooled me. I shall be in the Rovers. When you two have washed the dinner things, I will come home and get the tea ready. Not until. Audrey.
Ultimatum, that is. Of course, you know what that means, don't you, Dickie? It means we won't be able to join Len Fairclough in that important discussion he wanted me to have with him. Unless,
I get the message.
Hello, what's this? Keeping a dog watch?
I thought I'd just straighten up.
I called in to ask if you and Anita would like to join Elsie and I tonight.
After last night, mate.
Well, it's nothing very special. It's just a couple of drinks down at a pub called the Robin Hood.
I'm working.
You're sweeping a bench down.
Alan, she's asked me to meet her family. And I don't want to. Not yet. So I said I'd got tickets for a match, and there's no match. So I've got to tell her I'm working. You sort that out.
Well, we used to be able to sort out that kind of thing in the Navy. You're slipping, Len.
Ah, but in those days, we had a ship to run back to, mate. Here, I'm stuck without a flipping gangplank.
Oh, I can't say I'm mad about football, but I like the atmosphere.
It'll be a cold atmosphere tonight. The man said snow.
Cold? With Len? No. Of course, you might feel the cold. Well, as my mother says, when you get older, your blood gets thinner.
Not if you keep it topped up, love, it doesn't.
Oh, perhaps Len's blood's getting thinner. He was only saying to me this morning he could do with a few quiet fireside nights for a change.
Oh, we'll have to see what we can do then, won't we?
Oh, we already have. I've invited him round for supper some night. He seems so keen, I thought he might be coming tonight.
Well, he's not, is he?
There'll be other nights.
Well, don't you think that'll be up to me?
Oh, the heck. It's a treat watching you ladies. All in wrestling's got note on it. I don't know who's won. I lost track of the points halfway through.
I'm beginning to see you in a new light, Maggie Clay.
Maybe it's about time.
You know, somehow I don't reckon your lass is going watching any match tonight. There's none on.
Isn't there? Would you two care to have a drink on me?
No, thanks, Maggie. I've got a date. You haven't asked Alan round for supper by any chance, have you?
I just don't believe it. You mean Dickie actually cleans his shoes in the back kitchen on newspaper?
Yes, I hope you don't mind.
Mind?
My appearing to take over.
I'm delighted. But how did you do it? Hypnotism?
Just basic training. Door slamming, for one.
Oh, well, I slam the door when I'm mad at him.
Not one door. What I believe the artillery term a salvo. You slam different doors throughout the house so that he never quite knows which door's going to bang next.
Very interesting.
Then there's dusting the mantelpiece and vacuum cleaning the carpet when television's on. This has the effect, again to use military jargon, of a bayonet attack.
I'll say this for you, Miss Nugent. Chap who'd married you would have copped it. Likely ended up as Prime Minister.
Well, you know so much about domestic training. How come you never got married?
Perhaps I never met the right man. Or perhaps when I met him, I wasn't the right woman.
You know, I find this conversation very enlightening. Now, in a marriage such as ours, Jack's and mine, we don't seem to need such tactics as door banging and carpet sweeping. We usually see eye to eye on most things, don't we?
Ah, that's right, love. And when we don't, she keeps the bedroom light burning, reading all night until I'm prepared to admit I'm a Chinese communist just to get some sleep.
Have you two got them pots washed yet?
Oh, well, no, that is
The pots have been washed, Mrs. Fleming, and Dickie here is handing over his sword in token of surrender.
Come home, Audrey. All is forgiven.
What's it then, darling?
Seth?
The match.
Oh, the match. I can't go.
Can't.
I'm sorry, darling. I've got to work, honestly. Something's cropped up, urgent. It can't wait. They said it can't wait. I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry.
You're lying.
I'm not. You asked Ray Langton.
Or should I ask Maggie Clegg?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. The supper and the firelight glow. Oh, don't say she's not invited you.
Oh, yeah, she has, but...
Oh, so it's true then? And you accepted?
But not tonight. I said sometime.
Look, Len, I'm not one of your football teams. I'm not competing for the World Cup, and I'm certainly not competing with Maggie Clegg.
Please, listen.
Oh, I've done listening. While you're working tonight, that is, if you are working, you can make up your mind whether it's her or me.